welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the future of Bitcoin. What's going to happen? Will it crash and burn, or will it skyrocket to the moon? What do the top crypto experts predict for 2025 and beyond? Well, grab your crystal ball because we're about to find out. Over the past few years, Bitcoin has gone from this niche thing that only techies, and let's be honest, a few shady characters were talking about, to a mainstream financial topic. I mean, even my grandma asked me about buying Bitcoin at Thanksgiving dinner last year. That's how you know it's hit the big time. But with all the hype and speculation, it's hard to know what to actually believe. That's why we're going to break down some of the biggest predictions for Bitcoin's future, separating the facts from the, well, let's just call it optimistic forecasting. Let's get into it. So, first things first, let's talk about the overall sentiment surrounding Bitcoin. Are people generally optimistic about its future, or are they running for the hills? Well, like with anything in the crypto world, it's complicated. You've got your die-hard Bitcoin maximalists, the ones who think Bitcoin is going to replace fiat currency entirely and become the one true global currency. These are the folks who are betting big on Bitcoin hitting like $1 million a coin. Are they right? Who knows, but they're certainly passionate about it. On the other hand, you've got the skeptics, the people who think Bitcoin is a bubble that's going to burst any minute now. They point to its volatility, its potential for illicit use, and the fact that, well, it's just not backed by anything tangible. And to be fair, they've got some valid points. Then, of course, you've got the vast majority of people who are somewhere in between. They see Bitcoin's potential, but they're also aware of the risks. They're cautiously optimistic, maybe dabbling in a bit of Bitcoin here and there, but not putting all their eggs in one basket. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that the general sentiment around Bitcoin is a mixed bag. There's a lot of excitement and potential, but there's also a lot of uncertainty and risk. And that's important to keep in mind as we move forward. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the price predictions. Everyone wants to know, how much will Bitcoin be worth in 2025? Well, buckle up because the predictions are all over the map. Some analysts, the super bullish ones, are predicting that Bitcoin could hit $250,000 or even $500,000 per coin by 2025. They point to factors like increased adoption by institutional investors, growing awareness and use in developing countries, and the potential for Bitcoin to act as a hedge against inflation. Then there are the more conservative analysts who are forecasting a price range of $100,000 to $200,000 per coin. They acknowledge Bitcoin's potential but are also cautious about the regulatory landscape and the possibility of market manipulation. And of course, you've got the Bitcoin naysayers who think it's all going to come crashing down and we'll be lucky if Bitcoin is even worth anything in 2025. They might even remind you of the infamous tulip mania just to really drive home their point. Now, it's important to remember that these are just predictions. No one has a crystal ball, despite what they might tell you on Twitter. And the truth is, no one knows for sure what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin. It's a volatile asset, and its price is influenced by a complex interplay of factors. But here's the thing. Even if Bitcoin doesn't reach those astronomical price predictions, even if it stays relatively stable, or even if it experiences a dip, the underlying technology, the blockchain, is here to stay, and that's what's really exciting to me. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room regulation. Governments around the world are starting to take notice of Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency market, and they're not all thrilled about it. Some countries like El Salvador have embraced Bitcoin with open arms, even adopting it as legal tender. They see it as a way to promote financial inclusion and attract investment. But other governments are more cautious, to say the least. They're concerned about the potential for money laundering, tax evasion, and the use of cryptocurrencies in illicit activities. And let's be real, those are legitimate concerns. The big question is, how will governments choose to regulate Bitcoin? Will they try to stifle its growth with heavy-handed regulations, or will they find ways to work with the industry to create a more balanced approach? The answer, of course, depends on who you ask. Some crypto enthusiasts believe that governments will eventually come around and embrace Bitcoin's potential. They argue that governments can't stop the progress of technology and that trying to do so will only stifle innovation. Others are more pessimistic, believing that governments will ultimately try to control or even crush Bitcoin. They point to the fact that governments have a long history of trying to control currencies and that Bitcoin's decentralized nature poses a direct threat to their power. The reality is, the regulatory landscape for Bitcoin is still evolving. It's a bit of a wild west out there right now, and it's hard to say with any certainty what the future holds. Now, let's get technical for a moment. Beyond the price fluctuations and the regulatory uncertainty, there are some really exciting technological advancements happening in the world of Bitcoin that could have a major impact on its future. One of the biggest developments is the Lightning Network. This is a Layer 2 payment protocol that sits on top of the Bitcoin blockchain and allows for faster and cheaper transactions. Think of it like this. Bitcoin transactions are like sending a package through the regular mail, while Lightning Network transactions are like sending a text message. It's that much faster and more efficient. Another exciting area of development is in Bitcoin privacy. Privacy coins like Monero and Zcash have gained popularity in recent years, and developers are working on ways to bring similar privacy features to Bitcoin. This could be a game changer, as it would address one of the main criticisms of Bitcoin, its lack of privacy. And then there's the whole world of decentralized finance, or DeFi. DeFi is built on the idea of creating a more open and accessible financial system, and Bitcoin is playing a key role in this movement. We're seeing the emergence of Bitcoin-backed loans, decentralized exchanges, and other innovative financial products that could revolutionize the way we think about money. These are just a few examples of the technological advancements that could shape the future of Bitcoin. As with any technology, there are always new developments and breakthroughs on the horizon. And that's what makes this space so incredibly exciting to watch. So, where does this all leave us? What's the overall outlook for Bitcoin and its role in the financial system? Well, as you've probably gathered by now, there's no easy answer. The future of Bitcoin is uncertain, and it's likely to remain that way for some time. There are a lot of factors at play, and it's impossible to predict with any certainty what the outcome will be. But here's the thing. Even if you're not convinced that Bitcoin is going to replace the US dollar anytime soon, even if you're skeptical of the hype and the speculation, it's hard to deny that Bitcoin has already had a profound impact on the world. It's sparked a global conversation about money and finance. It's challenged the status quo and forced us to rethink the way our financial system works. And it's given rise to a whole new industry of innovation and creativity. Whether Bitcoin ultimately succeeds or fails as a currency is almost beside the point. The genie is out of the bottle, and the world of finance will never be the same. And that, in and of itself, is a pretty big deal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more insights into the world of cryptocurrency. We covered a lot of ground today, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. The world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is constantly evolving, and there's always something new to learn. So stay curious, do your own research, and remember, never invest more than you can afford to lose. See you next time.